Hello, welcome to Falling Star Tarot. Today, your pick a card reading is going to be about living the dream life. So let's see if you are living the dream, what symbols you might see on the way, what obstacles, and how to overcome them. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'll leave the timestamps down below, and then we're gonna do a little bit with the pendulum at the end, I think. Okay, I will see you there.
Stay to the end for the giveaway.
Okay, those of you who chose the first little moon, let's see what the cards have in store for you. First you have hugs. Now, this means that your pathway to your dreams is going to be paved with hugging, embracing. Perhaps you're going to have an easy time with being affectionate towards others. So this is a really healing energy. This is the number 14, which is beginning with a decent foundation, which is exactly what a hug will allow you to do. It kind of meets our two hearts together. It will heal feelings of loneliness, and actually is said to strengthen the immune system. So this is great. You're gonna have a really good energy on your path to your dreams. I love how I see all these little S's and swirlies. I think there's going to be a lot of movement, a lot of social energy. The thing that might be blocking you, we have this treasure chest. Now, and this symbolizes finding something of value. You may not realize the value of what you come across. Like, for some reason, I'm picturing like that show where they appraise people's goods. Like, you may come across some things and not realize their value, or maybe you're looking for this treasure and you're not seeing that this is really the treasure you have, your connection to others. That could very well be it. Now, the kind of dream that you might be living is represented by the dream of flying, which makes me think that you're going to be able to travel and you're going to be kind of soaring up above everything. You might be elevated in position. You could have kind of a vantage point over everyone. Definitely flying is about releasing any kind of limitation that you have upon yourself. I see the road here and I see clouds, and I immediately think of traveling, globetrotting. You might see some exotic places, and you might also notice the big picture where others don't. Okay? And that could have something to do with your being able to connect with a great many people. And as far as where, we have dancing. The first thing I notice about this card is that they are outdoors. Almost like in like a canopy type situation here. So you see the couple outdoors in like a celebratory state, and they're socializing, dancing, carrying on. I think that might be a good part of maybe the start, or have something to do with where a lot of your dream has been occurring. This is going to be a very social platform. And maybe it's social. Right now, it could be social media. This is going to be rare because of that moon there. But I see the outdoors as playing a big role in it. Maybe just with travel, maybe, you know, exploring or documenting things. There's a lot of ways that you can go outdoors, meet people. There might be some weddings involved. Maybe you'll help people plan parties. This is involved somehow anyways. Okay, so we're being told that along the way you will be meeting the anima, which is femininity, nurturing, and kind of intuition, that strong feminine energy, regardless of gender or whatever. You're going to have, maybe you'll have kind of the female vote, as I used to say. You might touch on the sensitive side, even. That makes sense with the hugs. I see that is going to play, that is the person, or possibly persons, with all of these symbols that will play a big role in you living your dream. Another symbol that we have is the painting. Now, the painting speaks of memory and creativity, and I think of creating things out of our experiences. Other times when things come along, people will only react, they don't enact. And I'm always talking about how everything that comes along can be an inspiration to you. You can just use it as fuel to go where you are going. Kind of like in your little jetpack there. So I think that's what painting is saying to us. It could mean it could mean your use of color, creativity. Maybe you do paint. A lot of people paint. Maybe you're artistic, or you show things visually. You could be like a curator, or maybe just into selling art. A lot of people make money selling other people's things. A quote we have in mind for this is, "Sweet is our gift, yet small," by Homer. I take this to be kind of reminiscent on these hugs. So if you're having all this connection with everyone, it is a sweet small gift. It is very little to give someone a hug, but it can affect their whole day. It can change everything for them. And I think those connections that you make are going to be so much more important than this. This could very well mean that we are trying to chase the fortune and the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, and we're kind of forgetting about the rainbow here. The enjoyment of the journey and the process, and all the love that you can receive in this kind of a dream that you have. You rise above everything like that. That's the real reward. I'm going to get the pendulum out, and we're going to see. I'm just going to ask it simply if you are living the dream. I think I've got enough room to leave the cards here. So, oops, I am hitting, I want to hit that. Let's see a yes. Okay. Let's see a no. Oh, that was pretty quick. All right. So, are they going to be living their dream? Oh my. Well, that's a pretty clear maybe. I don't know if you can tell if I was shaking or not. Sometimes I think it's a part of it, but... So, maybe if you get over this idea here, and you really appreciate the value of things. Let's see if this card has something more to say to us. Discovering something valuable. A hoard of antiquities, hidden treasure, or just modern banknotes. You might be on course to learn something important about yourself or about a situation or relationship. Finding something beautiful can have the same meaning even if value isn't apparent. Consider the object's symbolic associations. This is about dream symbolism. So The very last line says maybe you aren't valuing your own talents enough, and that could be that you don't understand that all of this value is actually coming from here within you. It's not somewhere hidden away that you have to get to. You already have it. I think this is a great reading. Do go out and hug someone. I know right now, at the time of this recording, we are social distancing. So if you aren't already in close contact with people, that might not be it. But maybe you can send your love in the form of virtual hugs for a while. I know I have definitely felt some of those. They are not a joke. Okay, this is what I see for you. I hope some of it resonated. If it did, leave me a comment below. Let me know what's going on. Subscribe to catch me again. If you want a personal reading or anything else, there's some links below for those. Thank you for supporting my channel today. Have fun. Hello, those of you that chose the second pile, the second moon. Let's see what we have in store for you. So your path to your dreams is going to be paved by feelings. You're going to get in touch with your emotions and possibly the emotions of others. I see a lot of celebrating here, everybody coming together. So this could be you finding that relatable part of yourself and sharing it with others. When I was looking into writing, that was kind of a big thing, finding relatable content. If you can find, if you talk to a bunch of people and find what is sort of common or common bond and touch on that, you can serve your purpose, your path so much better, and others. So that's what I see with all these different colors. And I see that it won't really matter to you where these people come from. You're all going to kind of share a common heart. I think that's beautiful. Very peaceful, wonderful energy. And number 17 might mean something to you. I see a lot of 17s lately. It's kind of the beginning of actually mastering something. Now, an obstacle here is falling. Maybe you feel out of control. Maybe you feel like everything's been just kind of taken right out from under you. It also could be that when you make a mistake, you let it plummet you to the ground instead of, if it levels you out to zero that you made a mistake, you're not getting what the mistakes are actually learning experiences. They're very positive. Every mistake you make, you should be documenting, just like a scientist. You can sell that in a book or a study course later, or even just hone your skills, discover things other people don't have. Whatever your flavor of using that, you should really be counting those like they're blessings, I guess. So that's what I get from this, is that you may feel very out in thin air without a lot of support, but this card is showing that you do have that support. This is just a feeling. With the full moon, I see rarity. We had that in the first reading too. That you have, and that should be a sun, but I'm seeing it as a moon. Is it a pink night sky? I don't know, but I'm seeing the moon as you have something rare going on. Oh, and what kind of a dream you are living? Well, we have money. That's a lot of people's dreams. I think that's such a pretty card. Now, money as a dream symbol can be how emotionally secure you feel. So this is terrific. You are going to get over insecurities. Maybe you'll be working with feelings. Maybe you're working in sociology or psychology, counseling, coaching, something that involves helping others, advocating. I'm not sure what, but I'm getting that feeling. So you're going to have abundance and prosperity in your dream life. This is what you're dreaming of. As for where, we have the race. So this could be an ever climbing locale. It could be, you could do marathons. It could be a part of what you do, getting involved in local competitions. I see bike racing here, but this could be any type of racing. Running, jogging, boating, any sort of competition. So where, as to where, maybe this is like, the first time I saw this, I thought the track, and then I thought maybe Wall Street, and are they all that much different, you know? But something like that. Maybe money and competition play a big role. As for who you're going to meet along the way, the trickster, that really speaks to that competitive feeling I was having. What bunch of checkers. Look at all the checkers. So you may meet along the way at least one character who is kind of smooth, suave, not quite upfront with you. But they are the court jester. You should laugh at this person's behavior. Don't let it frustrate you. And maybe their behavior will serve a purpose for you in the long run. Maybe that's then this falling, you won't be falling for this trickster. Oh, with the sun, another sign you'll see along the way is the sun. And the sun is a terrific card to see next to the trickster because we are talking about a communicative, energy. Everything be out in the light. It's honesty, abundance of the heart, and the fire and the passions. This is kind of like a childlike innocence. So if there was a card for truth and openness and true security, true happiness, this is the happiness card. It's telling you everything's going to be brought to light. Don't sweat this. Don't let it unhinge you. Tricksters have fooled themselves first. Now, a little bit of something to keep in mind along the way is this quote by Henry James. The right time is any time that one is still so lucky as to have. Oh, I just knocked my sign over. And that is true. That looks like another checkerboard. I really feel like you're out there playing chess with people or something. You are getting out there and competing with some minds. Anytime that you have, though, any moment that you have left, that's when to act. Don't be afraid of the flight, okay? You can get up there and you can soar. You're not going to follow the sky. I'm going to get out our little pendulum board, and I'm going to see if you are living the dream. Will deck number 2 be living their dream? All this money. Feel like you want to have a bunch of money that you can spend. Oh, no. If it's money that you can just throw away, no. Since I got rephrased a bunch of times, we're going to do it again. Well, deck number 2, no abundance. Oh, wow. Yes, that says yes. I'm going to stop there. I did that a bunch of times. So you might not have the kind of money you can throw away, but you will know this abundance, which is a better card, actually. You will have something greater than wealth on top of security. This is a card of security. You're not going to be wanting for things. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please leave a comment down below, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to catch me again, and go ahead and check out the links below if you want a private reading or just want to leave me a tip. Go ahead and ask for any type of reading you'd like to see too in the future. I'd love to know. Oh, and you know what? For some reason I feel like mentioning there is a giveaway coming up. Speaking of giving things away, stay tuned for that. All right. Thank you. Have fun. Hello, those of you who chose the star. Let's see what your what your cards have to say about your dream. I don't know where to put the star. I'm gonna do that. Okay. So the path to your dream is going to be paved by love. There's probably not much better than that. Love is everything. It's what connects us all together. It is divine. It is unconditional, forgiving. It's patience. It's repetition. It is everything. And this love that you have, when you see all the symbols, the world, everyone involved in it, I think you're gonna be golden. When you pave a path with love, you can get anywhere. You are protected on this path. So let's see. Oh, wow. What could be an obstacle for you? We have religious figures. So maybe this is someone you look up to, or maybe this is something that you've learned. It could be your religion, your belief system. If it's telling you you cannot move forward, be free and abundant, perhaps you've misunderstood it. I've seen things, it's just not true. You do deserve happiness, and you deserve to live your dream, okay? We're not telling you to go out there and hurt anybody, of course, but you do deserve to live your dream. So maybe there's just something you need to reassess about your belief system or what you've been taught or told. If there's someone near you, maybe you can just present your dream to them a little bit differently. Maybe there's been a misunderstanding. Okay, so for what your dream is time. You see this person as being late everywhere. Maybe you feel like you're behind on everything. Like you're constantly losing out on what you're trying to accomplish because you're rushing around. And this timepiece here is telling me that you need to take that time that you have and use it as wisely as you most possibly can. Your dream, most likely, is to have the time to spend with all of your loved ones. Maybe you'll find a remote job, something you can do from anywhere, and you will visit them. You will spend time with them or connect with them on a level that doesn't means you don't have to be in the room with them. But I feel like this is an easy thing to accomplish. If your dream is to have time, you have it. You have right now, and there's more time ahead, more time to come. Let's see. As far as where, we have the book. So what I see here is a library. I see knowledge. Maybe you do have a book in you, or one you've been trying to write. But when we see the book, we are told to do some research, to look a little deeper. Maybe you have this time just laying around, but you haven't budgeted out like you would your finances. Everyone balances their checkbook, but they don't always balance and structure their days. Might be a good time to get a planner and make sure that all of those things are fitting into your life, and what isn't, well, it isn't. If you're doing so much that you're not spending time with what you love, nurturing that heart space inside of you, now would be an excellent time to budget your time. But a library could be of significance to you if you are working with books. I don't know, there's a few different ways that could go. But I see books. Like books on that shelf, I see that somewhere. That might be important for you. Maybe you'll meet someone there. I've met some pretty important people in libraries before. Let's see. As far as who, we have the bed. Now, what I see for that is your dream self. I am taking that to mean that is your dream self. I love those little sheep. Oh. Oh. So look within that person you are when you are unconscious and completely aware of your potential and where you can stretch your mind to, and not limited by, well, I woke up today and I own this and I have this and this is who I am. No, that untethered self is the who that is going to be a big player in your dream life, and you achieving that. So if you have dreams about, I don't know, accomplishing a job, getting one of your passions done, or some people dream of like going up on stage, or like being at that meeting, or that thing that you always kind of thought you could do sometimes will come to you at night and you'll be like, oh yes, that was a great dream, I was doing this. This is for you. You had that dream and you did that thing and it meant the world to you. So that is the who you need to connect to, your inner self, that subconscious knowledge of your potential and where you're really going. So another important symbol you might see along the way is the shell. The shell speaks to us about vulnerability, being protected, stability. I see a lot of colorful things going on here. Almost like a monument to the home. And something in a shell technically takes its home with it. So that could be speaking to your love, and you're rushing around here. You maybe being by the water might actually mean something to you too. I know our place was the library, but maybe that will play a part too. There's nothing to say that it won't. But get out of your shell might also be a message. Take it, this real you, and show it to the world. If your dream landed in your lap tomorrow, would anyone even recognize you in it? Have you told people what it was? You have to admit that you have this dream if you want to live it. Okay, something nice to remember along the way is that there is no denying the wild horse in us. Virginia Woolf said that. You see that horse in her hair? Thank you, Abby Estate, for these. I think they're so beautiful. So no matter how graceful and put together you are, there is a wild horse in you just waiting to get out. And I think that's what this reading is talking about. This dream self. Maybe you're more expressive. Maybe you express your love a little more freely. You can do that for free. There's not much holding you back from your dream if that's what it is. I'll tell you what, this is way easier than some of the other dreams I've seen. So maybe you've been kind of shelling yourself up and putting on a good show. Let's see who you really are, okay? Alright, I'm going to ask the pendulum. Try to get the likelihood of this happening. Cleanse it first so we don't get last reading's energy. Forget how to hold my pendulum. Will our deck number 3, our little stars, will they be living their dream? Will they be expressing that love? Will they be getting out of their shell and living their dream? Ooh, I like where this is going. I see a yes. Well, that's pretty quick. This one usually takes so long, and now that I'm asking for you guys, it just is... I hope it's not because I have the coffee shakes. Okay. So yes, you will be expressing this love. You will be feeling free. You will be kind of going wild. Let your hair down. Oh, I'm excited for you. If any of this resonates with you, please leave me a comment down below. Let me know how I'm doing. Hit the like button, subscribe to catch me again. If you want a private reading, there's a link down below in the description box. Alright, don't forget, have fun. Okay, hello, deck number 4 with the little clear moon. Let's see you live in your dream. So the path to your dream is going to be, why do I keep hitting that poor thing? The path to your dream is going to be paved with trust. Now, trust is marked with 33, the mastery number. You see all these people right there experiencing trust. As if we get that we're imperfect little creatures, but trust is reciprocal. If we don't trust others, eventually we're going to realize how we don't trust ourselves because we're just as human as they are. I feel like you have this whole beautiful landscape out in front of you, and if you just trust, you're going to get there. And this could also be not just about trusting yourself and others, but about trusting the fact that you can dream and achieve that dream. You can dream it and you can do it, and the sooner you start, just get to it, I want to tell you. Now, an obstacle along the way, I thought this was wild how these came out. Obstacle along your way might be feeling paralyzed, as if you just can't move. As a dream symbol, that can be like sleep paralysis, where you wake up and feel like there's no movement in your body, you're just sort of trapped. If you feel bound by anything, there are plenty of ways to release those feelings. I invite you to look that up on the internet. I don't know if I can explain all of it myself, but you are free to control you and be you. Let's see what else this says. You may be experiencing a lot of anxiety. You may feel helpless and trapped in some aspect of your life. And you might need to say no more often or ask others for help. Perhaps you've overburdened yourself and you are just trapped by what you have given yourself. You don't trust others. I know a lot of people. We used to all be a little bit like perfectionists, so we wouldn't trust others to do things. You can overburden yourself if you don't trust and believe that someone can do a task to the best of their ability in their own way. Yeah, let it go. It's okay. We can be paralyzed by those kind of stigmas, and trying to be a perfectionist is paralyzing. If you had to do everything perfect, would you even brush your teeth? I mean, what would you do? I wouldn't get out of bed. I'd be afraid I'd get out of the wrong side or something. Okay. Oh, and your dream. The type of dream that you have is signified by a ring, an offering. The ring can be a lot of different things, but it is like an eternal offering, and in this deck, it is wedding or marriage. This is all about new beginnings. It does not have to be a literal reference to married life. You might have to do a little bit of shadow work, which means there may be parts of your character or aspects of yourself that you need to learn from or assimilate to become whole. Accept your mistakes. That's a big part of this. I think I might have been on point with the perfectionism. Accept that we're all trying our best, including yourself. So this doesn't necessarily have to be marriage. You could already be married, but this new beginning in this cycle might be hard to get to if you're stuck on trust. I see so many circles. This is really freeing yourself and going with the cycle of life here. Some people think 0 is the highest number, by the way, because it's a point of origin. Okay, as far as where this dream is going to have a big deal to do with doors. So I think you might find yourself opening doors. Maybe you go door to door, or maybe you're just in sales. But I love this comes up with accepting part of yourself. There is something about this where a lot of people like to think they belong on those white squares, but we have attributes where you belong on those dark squares too. if you don't accept that, you could find yourself being more quote unquote dark, more like you don't really have knowledge of what you are doing. Anything that's in the dark is just something that's sort of hidden from us, something we're ignorant to. We haven't shed light on it yet. You need to shed light on every aspect of yourself. It's not easy, but you can do it. So if you Google shadow work, it's not as scary as it sounds. It's pretty psychological, I think. That might help you out. I talk about it a lot because dreams have a lot to do with trying to accept parts of yourself. It's like your subconscious mind saying, hey, I want you to notice part of me, part of you. So, to live your dream, you've got to accept all of you. So the doors could have another significance. Maybe you'll be working in hospitality or construction. Gosh, I don't know. There's a lot of things that go along with doors. Let me know if you have anything in your life that's like, yes, a door. That had a big where in my dream. That was a place in my dream. If you saw a door in a dream, I want to know. I'll get excited. I love when that stuff happens. Now, who is going to come along? So who is going to play a major role in this is the Great Mother. Now, this is nurture and guidance and kind of the higher femininity. Very much like what it sounds. The Great Mother will teach you things and allow you to learn your lessons in your own way. But if you aren't kind of a warrior or nimble enough, she's gonna teach you that lesson. I don't think she's very much like a mother figure. She's not gonna let you dance over others because you're ignorant of it. So this is terrific. You're going to have a strong feminine energy around you that's going to help you live your dream. Maybe you'll have a female mentor or just someone with a strong feminine sensitivity, nurturing kind of energy around you. They could be any kind of gender, I don't know, but if they start mothering you, that's probably the one. So pay attention to that person and try to be your best little mental agility self. You're going to need it with this one. And their lessons and what they teach you through the book there is going to be super valuable to you on your little dream path. So for another symbol that we see along the way in your dream life, we have the mouth. This is about self-expression, pleasure, sensitivity, communication. So I feel that may play a huge role in your dream. Maybe you want to be a speaker, or you become one, or you learn to trust your words and trust with your speech. Maybe you learn from the Great Mother here, your mother figure, so to speak, to speak of your dream kindly, realistically, and positively. That could be a huge obstacle for some people, but maybe not for you. We see it though. Maybe you'll be offering lip service. Sometimes flattery does get you everywhere if it's well placed and well meaning. Obviously not the kind of flattery that is, I don't know. There's a negative side to that. I mean the positive side. Maybe paying people compliments. If you take it upon yourself to pay just one compliment a day to someone, anyone, random, deserving, or not. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Oh, that's a good color for you. Maybe not just about appearance, of course, but good job. I really like how you did that. Anything like that. That might be a key in your dream. Okay. A reminder for your dream life might be one always begins to forgive a place as soon as it's left behind. So maybe speaking positively will be something that you learn, and this trust is something you build. Charles Dickens said that. So trust being an issue for you might be exactly what's going on. That might be paving your dream life path with trust and leaving behind things that have harmed you. It's going to help you forgive it. Get on that path to where you want to be. Do that shadow work that we were talking about. This all seems so tied together. I think you're going to be able to do this. I believe you can. Let's see what the pendulum says. Do I have room for this over here? Yeah, I'll put it right here. So, we are on number 4. Will group number 4 be living their dream life? Will they get that promise? Will they get that proposal? Are they going to be living their dream? Ooh, this is taking a while. This might not be an insta dream. It might be well earned. Oh my. Ooh, I got a no. Wait, did I get a no? That seems like it's between no and maybe. I'm going to take from where I seen it. I'll see on the film if it's different. Let's try again. Maybe I asked too many questions. Will group number 2 pave their dream path with trust? I keep seeing that maybe. Let me try this over here. I feel like I'm doing it wrong. Okay, well, group number 4. Get it going, right? Will group number 4 be living their dream? Will they achieve that proposal? Will they be living their dream? Oh no, I got a yes. I see a yes. Kind of wants to go between yes and maybe. Is it going to stop? This is taking a while. I see yes. It wants to hit yes, maybe. Maybe yes. So maybe. This might be hard for you, but it's going to be worth it. If it takes a long time, and by the time you get there, you're going to know exactly what you're doing, right? It'll be that much easier to hold on to. So, a hard-won victory, but you could get this proposal, this offer. I think you are aiming high, which is fine. If you're froze up when it happens, though, then that might be that maybe that keeps trying to come through. Where we're kind of in between. To me, it kept looking at these dots. So let's see how that turns out for you. Let me know if any of that resonated. If you've been wanting an offer, seeing doors, having trust issues, comment down below. Let me know. Hit the like button if you liked my video. Don't forget to subscribe to catch me again. There are some links below also if you want a private reading. Thank you in advance for supporting my channel. Have fun. Hello, pile 5 with the blue moon. Let's see what the cards have to say about you living your dream life. Your dream life will be paved with attitude. Your attitude is going to get you there. Number 13. This tells me that you might need to make some adjustments. You might need to kind of face yourself. See all the beauty that's surrounding you. And maybe it is just really kind of all in your head, some of it, you know? Now, if you already have a positive attitude and a good outlook on life, good. Keep that up, because your attitude, your ability to transform your experiences and your thoughts, that is going to take you places. That is going to get you close to your dreams, your passions, your goals. What might be an obstacle for you is feeling exposed. You see the person in the theater like, what did I do coming out on stage? Like, I felt that way before. You know, you could be feeling this just because you feel vulnerable. If you let this vulnerability get to you, you could wall off all this beauty with your ego and be kind of putting on a front and saying, oh, I'm strong, this stuff doesn't affect me. That's not really a good attitude. That's more of like going into conceitedness, and well, I realize sometimes we fake it till we make it, but that can get dangerous too. So if you're feeling vulnerable and exposed, just imagine everyone else in like maybe some funny looking underwear, like Superman underwear. That helps me. I don't want to picture him naked, so I just put them in Superman underwear and smile and look over their heads like, I don't want to see your day of the week underwear today. Although those would come in handy, wouldn't they, right now? Anyways, and what kind of dream you're going to be living is represented by fire. So this is about passionate emotions. This is your drive. Your passions might be something you feel vulnerable about. Most people do. So this is deep. This is the thing that sparks that fire in you. I'm not sure what it is, but this is very personal. Probably something creative. Maybe something that takes a great deal of work, practice, or effort. Why am I thinking of spring? This can have to do with spring, of course. Renewal. It could be something that renews the world. Renewable. But definitely something that affects you deeply. So I think immediately of like music and the arts, visual art, dancing, performing, creative endeavors, writing, whatever it may be. Maybe it's just like that. I actually think positions like human resources is sort of a creative endeavor. I don't know if you can see that, but sometimes it would take that. Okay, now as far as where, we have the earth. So this is terrific. Basically, this is like being world renowned. It also might be telling you to ground yourself or get involved in something kind of earthy. I like how the stars and the moon can be something sort of secretive. Maybe not everyone knows. It makes me think of jargon, or you might have your own professional language. No one else. Sometimes I talk about things I'm doing and people are like, I don't know what that means. It's just specific to your endeavor. So I feel you might be doing some traveling or some rooting yourself somewhere, one way or the other. You're going to be involving the earth. Maybe it actually involves flowers, gardening, something like that. Horticulture, agriculture. That's terrific. If you're working with plants, let me know. Also with the earth here, you have past, values, and conflict as keywords. So you may very well have to use something from your past. I like we have two people not wearing a lot of clothes here. Anyways, you may have to deal with something in your past to get on with this. I see a pentacle when I look at that flower wrong. I see money. Maybe there's something with money in your past that has been something bothering you, troubling you. Arguments, conflicts about money. So that could be the where. Maybe that's going to play a big role in this. Someone who's going to be coming along to help is the wise man. So if you have someone in your life already that's sort of a mentor, offers insight, wisdom, kind of a healing energy, that person can be key to your success. You might want them around, making sure that you live your passions and dreams, or at least keep them in mind. Sometimes just thinking of, well, this person showed me this works, and it's working better than what I'm doing right now. That may really, really keep you going in the right direction. Now, I had 2 come out for other symbolisms, and right away I thought sixpence, none the richer. So this might be with the purse or bag and the 6. We might need to heal our attitude about money. That is what I was saying. See all these stars in this, and this makes me think that you have a lot of hope, a lot of promise. Maybe a lot of people affected by this, or a lot of mentors and people you're looking up to also. With the purse or bag, and we could be talking about saving. Maybe you have some savings. Maybe you were warring over some savings or estate. 6 is a number of healing, of beauty, of health, cycles, intelligence. This gives me a very good feeling. Maybe you need to really look into this. I cannot tell you. It's something you've got to decide for yourself. But if you got something from the past dealing with money, there's hope, but it might not totally be in your past. You might not want to hinge totally on the past. Maybe you should look to these wise people and see what they really believe. I mean, you could do something. What would serve you best, though, is going to be inside you. See, I kind of want to look that up. So I actually had to look that up. I'm not going to lie. Sixpence none the richer is kind of like an English idiom, and it means that you have had a past endeavor that was not successful or sustaining. So that goes right along with what we're saying. I'm glad I took both those cards. Whatever was in your past, you need to reconcile your feelings with them, not hinge your future on that. If it was not successful and it was not offering you what you needed, then move on. Make your adjustments. Yes, your attitude really could be holding you back. Your positive attitude could just propel you forward. I hope you can see that. It's hard. Sometimes I hear these for myself and I'm like, it takes me a few readings and I'm like, okay. And so I hope that means something to you. If it does, let me know below that it resonated. And something to remember along the way is that all truths wait in all things. That's what I was saying about all the beauty surrounding you. There's beauty in absolutely everything. Even in loss sometimes. You have that lesson. But Walt Whitman reminded us that, so look at the beauty of this past situation. You can find something about it, even if it's, I'm not sure. Those are tough for me too. I have some situations with money in the past I have a hard time looking at as that was a beautiful situation. I find the beauty in it and do the best I can to move towards something. Maybe not everything is for you, I think. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm better off on the journey that I'm on, and that is going to make me ultimately richer. And richness does not always come from in this purse. It's hard to accept that, but I think everybody's been wronged money-wise. Maybe you weren't paid enough, or you were actually stolen from, or you sunk a bunch of money into a business and was just like, well, that was great. Where did I get? It's gonna be okay. You learn something. I've started new ventures and went, wow, I really learned something from the last one. I didn't know I could take what I learned from there into this, but you can, and you can combine them. You can do whatever you want. Let's see how you're going to be doing. We're going to ask our pendulum. Get our little pendulum board out. Yeah. Is our fifth pile, the final pile, going to be living their dream and their passion? Are they going to realize this passion? Ooh, well, that happened fast. I could try that again in case I moved it. Is pile number 5 going to be living their passion? Oh, wow. I got another maybe. Maybe. So if you get over this past experience, maybe you will be living your passion. If that's important to you, go do this work. You kind of see this, and it's like, I see, like, I'm not sure if that's what you see, but I see a perfectly manicured lawn, and then kind of beyond that, the tangles. They're both really beautiful. Maybe how someone else is doing something is not how you would ever approach it. Just know that that is their approach, and without them, we would have a very dull world. So find the truth and the beauty in all things. That's their truth, and it's okay for them to have their truth. That will make that attitude all that much better, I do believe, and it will free you up to realizing your dreams, your goals. It looks like everybody is doing a great job moving towards their dreams. I really didn't get a no. So, congratulations, you guys are dreamers. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to catch me again. Let me know if anything resonated, if anything meant anything to you. Please drop it down in the comments down below. And if you'd like to see anything in a future reading, I'm always looking for new ideas. What matters to you matters to me. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, the link is up in the description. If you just want to support the channel, there's a few ways to do that up there too. I thank you so much for participating in my channel today. Have fun. Hi, thanks for making it to the end of the video. Okay, we are going to do 2 giveaways. Right now I'm going to go through the YouTube version, and then I will film the Facebook version. But here is the YouTube one and only prize package. Now before I get into it, I want to let you know you have to be 18 years or older and a U.S. citizen to enter. I apologize to my friends overseas, but the shipping is just a little bit too much right now. I do plan on doing other giveaways though. So, I'm going to show you really quick. We have 1 Dream Decoder deck, unopened, 1 unopened Terror Altar Cloth, 3 books, 3 art cards, and 1 pouch with a pendulum in it. I'm going to go through them one at a time in a second. To enter this, you get 1 entry, and there's a form below. I've left the link below, amongst other things. Okay, let's go through these one by one. First off, we have the Dream Decoders deck. 60 cards to unlock your unconsciousness. I'm going to show you mine because I have already opened mine. I love this deck so much, I want you to have it too. It does have a book, and it's roaming around here somewhere. This has no plastic on it. I've got a flip through of this on my channel if you want to see it. Basically, it's just dream symbolism and meanings on the back. Help you to decipher the symbols in your dreams and what they might mean to you, what they're trying to tell you. I love the artwork on it. I use it as an oracle deck, and it's pretty popular. It seems to read pretty well. I marked mine, so I'll make sure you get the right one. 1 tarot or altar cloth. This is actually like an oversized dinner napkin that I designed on Zazzle. And here is mine. It has a number of symbols on it. You could use it with a pendulum or tossing charms or just because it looks pretty. One Jonathan Livingston Seagull by Richard Bach. This story will teach you how to soar and stay grounded at the same time. It is a personification of a seagull, and it is illustrated. And it is short for my friends who don't normally read. This is not for people who don't normally read. Our Dreaming Mind is a sweeping exploration of the role that dreams have played in politics, art, religion, and psychology from ancient civilizations to the present day. It's got a little bit of, I mean, you can see that's getting a little rolled up at the edge. Robert L. Van Castle, PhD. I would say it's in pretty good condition. There are a few illustrations in here, I guess, if you would call them that. And it's very thorough. There's some good info in this. It's been a while since I read it. It's a little like a textbook, but it should accompany the deck quite well. The most unusual edition I got. I have not seen a physical copy of this since high school, so forgive me, but Flatland, A Romance of Many Dimensions by Edwin Abbott. This is copyright 1884, I believe, and this is the large print and yes, illustrated version. So for those of you who have people who have trouble reading, this will be perfect. With shipping being what it was, we're going with this edition. It's a little unusual. I'm also going to leave some links below since I want everyone to have this. It's an accessible revelation in spatial and human relations. Okay, I want you all to have it, so there's links to a couple YouTube videos below. I'm going to try to fit in there. One is an audiobook and one is the movie. Please check it out. It's really fun. It's kind of teenagery, childish, sure, but adults enjoy it too. It's humorous, it's interesting, it's science fiction-y. It's about dimensions. It's not about the earth being flat. Okay, just in case you're like, I don't care if the earth is flat or not to you, this is a fun book. We have 3 art cards on Yupo, alcohol ink and ink. I called them building blocks, I just thought they were pretty. Those are done by yours truly. 1 pendulum. That, full disclosure, did come from Wish. I don't remember the name of this type of pendulum, but it just wasn't really for me. I'm not saying it didn't work, I just didn't really get that much out of it. So it's yours. Yours to the winner. And very last, hopefully not least, one question, 5-card tarot and oracle reading from yours truly to you. I'm going to deliver it in your email box, or if you tell me another way to deliver it, but it is going to, unless specified otherwise, have an audio file and photo with it so you can see and hear about your reading. Okay, so those are the digs. I really think you're going to enjoy these books. I hope you enjoy my art. The only thing you need to do to enter is be a subscriber on my channel. Hopefully like this video. Comment down below that you have entered after completing the Google form in the description box. I might link it down in the comment section too. All right, yes. Good luck. Have a wonderful day. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel to catch me again. We might do more giveaways, maybe actual tarot deck giveaways. Okay, thanks. Have fun.